Welcome back. I'm Ashley McDowell. I'm joined here this morning by Rick Houchin from Bay Athletic Club. Good morning.
Good morning, Ashley.
How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing great. How are you?
So, can you tell me about how when people are trying to, what expectations people should have when they're trying to eat healthy?
Yeah. Today, Ashley, we're going to be a little bit of rebels. We're going to do things differently. We're going to talk about what healthy eating isn't necessarily. I believe that most people know what healthy eating is. We follow the current trends, blogs. We set hard guidelines for ourselves, but oftentimes when we do that, we kind of fail. And why do we fail? I believe these outlines and these goals are sometimes set so high or too outlandish. So I have 3 tips for what healthy eating is not.
And what are those tips?
Number 1 is healthy eating isn't complicated. It doesn't have to be. You don't have to always worry about the current fads, the current trends. You don't necessarily have to worry about protein intake. When do I eat protein? Are carbs good for me? Are carbs bad for me? Should I eat fruit because I heard there's lots of sugar in it? These things are just too much and can become overwhelming for the common person who just wants to eat healthy. So a successful day of eating for me revolves around 4 things. Did I eat as much real whole food as possible? Stay away from processed stuff. Did I eat lots of vegetables? Did I get some fruit in? And did I drink plenty of water? Steer clear of all the science. Leave that to the nutrition scientist, and just eat real whole food as much as possible.
That's great. So can you give us some more tips on what people should do when they're trying to eat healthy?
Yeah, just kind of like I said, eat food as real as possible, close to its original ingredients. Get plenty of water, plenty of vegetables. Tip number 2 on what eating isn't is it isn't about restriction. Right? A funny story about myself, and I probably shouldn't tell you this when I'm talking about nutrition, but I love ice cream. I absolutely love it. And if you told me today, Rick, when you leave here, you could never have ice cream again, what I'm probably going to do is walk out the door and just binge pint after pint of ice cream until
rebel.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm going to rebel. Restriction leads to overeating and rebounding when things go wrong. So to do this, we often put bad foods off limits and then force ourselves to eat what we think are good foods. It only lasts for a little bit until we rebel, like what you said, and then we completely fall off the healthy eating wagon. So to combat this, you can control, there are lots of healthy options for some of our favorite foods. You can control portion sizes, limit things to special occasions. Bottom line, you just have to find ways to incorporate your new healthy values into your lifestyle so that you don't feel deprived.
So healthy eating does not have to be complicated, is that correct?
Not at all, not at all.
So how can people make it more simple, should I say?
Don't worry about perfection, which is the last one that I have. Healthy eating isn't about perfection. It's best to always do a little bit of planning ahead, prepare some meals, have some healthy snacks available, make sure you have plenty of fruits and vegetables in your house and ready and available. But don't get so wrapped up on the hard and fast rules, because life happens. What happens if you run out of vegetables? What are you going to do? What happens if you're out on a date or you go to a restaurant and they don't have anything healthy available? Life happens, and healthy eating is about making the best choice that you can in the current situation that you're in.
So is it best for people to eat small meals throughout the day or 3 big meals?
Well, it's kind of best for each individual person. Some people eat best with a bunch of smaller meals. Some people work best with 3 larger meals. It depends on their lifestyle, their work habits, how they feel. Ultimately, you want to avoid overeating. So for some people, a bunch of smaller meals work better. I know for others that work shift work, it doesn't necessarily work into their schedule, so they have to find something that works best for them.
Well, that's great. That's all the time that we have today, Rick. Thank you for giving us these nutrition information on how to eat healthy.